and gray day in south central Wisconsin. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canal has the latest first warn forecast. And it kind of feels like soup weather today, how a program providing soup during the pandemic is trying to find a permanent home in Madison. Plus, it might be the end of an era. A new report says UW Athletic Director Barry Alvarez might be nearing the end of his time running the Badgers.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. It has been chilly and damp today. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canal. Hey, Gary.
Hi. Well, hopefully tomorrow will be much better than today. It was just kind of dreary and cloudy all day long. We've had some off and on showers. Here at the station, we picked up just about 0.2 of an inch of rain. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam shows just the cloudy gray conditions over Madison. The Platteville Queen Bee Radio Sky Cam at times has actually tried to show a couple of breaks in the clouds, and we may see the clouds clear out later on tonight. But on Doppler track, most of the showers are to our south and east, even some thunderstorms over northwestern Indiana. Farther to the north, some light snow over parts of far northern Wisconsin. But here in southern Wisconsin, just a few sprinkles of rain, if that, reaching the ground. Temperatures to the south are a little bit warmer. Notice the 50s down toward the Illinois state line, while Madison's at 48. And to the north, the Dells only at 42, and temperatures in the 30s over east central Wisconsin. Those are the highs for the day. You can see these are the current temperatures. 55 in Janesville, 47 in Madison, and 42 in the Dells. So a pretty good temperature contrast. Otherwise, look for temperatures to drop into the lower 30s by early tomorrow morning. The shower chances will be mainly confined to the evening. Then tomorrow will be sunny, but it'll be breezy and chilly with a high temperature of 46. We'll see a quick warm up on Monday, though. I'll tell you how mild it'll get in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you so much, Gary. Turning to our coronavirus headlines now, Wisconsin is closing in on 1 million fully vaccinated people. Right now, about 978,000 Wisconsinites have finished their vaccination series. DHS is reporting 450 new cases over the past day. One more person has died. The CDC says more than 50 million Americans are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. More than 140 million vaccine shots have gone into arms across the country since mid-December, and more than 91 million people have received at least one dose. A record 3.5 million doses were administered yesterday. With vaccinations ticking up, more businesses are slowly reopening their doors to more customers across the state. But it's expected to take years before they're able to recoup even a fraction of what they lost during the pandemic. As Christina Laurie shows us, that's why a local nonprofit is determined to find a pandemic-born program, a permanent home in Madison.
If every family spent just $10 extra a month at a local business in their town, an additional $9.3 billion would be poured into local economies across America, proving you don't need a lot of money to make a big difference.
We got together and just brainstormed, how can we support local businesses? That's how it all got started.
Dean Buy Local started 17 years ago with one mission and 3 ways to make it happen: collaborate, promote, and educate.
We collaborate with like-minded organizations, other chambers of commerce and the like. We promote our members to the public, and we educate the public, just like here, on the importance of supporting local.
Now one of the largest buy local groups in the country, Dane Buy Local has 600 members, down a dozen from this time last year. The nonprofit's executive director, Colin Murray, credits Dane County's grant program, which was expanded this week, for that number not being much larger. But he warns most businesses still have a long road ahead.
This is another couple of years probably before we can get these restaurants and small businesses in general back on track.
That's why Dane Buy Local is hoping its pandemic-born Soups On program will have a permanent place here in Madison.
Who doesn't like soup in Wisconsin in the wintertime, right?
Created last fall, the program allows nearly 30 dozen restaurants to sell a high profit margin product like soup to customers. Colin knows it's not much.
It's not going to solve their problem by any means, but it's a little more cash on a weekly basis for them.
But it's one way to fulfill that mission and help local businesses when they need it most. And you still have time to get in on this week's order, but you have to act quickly. You have to get in your order before midnight tonight for Tuesday pickup at the Badger Needs Network in Verona. I've posted all of the ordering and pickup information up on our website, channel3000.com. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Soup's On also offers a delivery option if pickup on the west side isn't convenient for your family. Some good news for parents. Fewer kids are having issues with bowel movements or urinating during the pandemic. UW Health experts say the decrease in such problems will have positive long-term impacts for kids.
Obviously, with the COVID and with the stay-home order across the globe, we did see a bit of an improvement in the management of those children because obviously parents being at home now were much more able and capable of really monitoring their kids to get them to go to the washroom more frequently.
Experts also say good nutrition, hydration, and fiber intake will decrease cases of constipation. Parents are also encouraged to have their kids avoid the 5 C's that can be irritants. That includes caffeine, chocolate, citrus, carbonation, and food colorings. Election Day is only 10 days away, and the City of Madison's clerk's office is testing its equipment. The clerk's office invited the public this morning to see the equipment be tested prior to each election. Staff test the DS200 tabulators to make sure they will accurately count votes on Election Day. After testing each machine, the clerk's office secures the ballot box and scanner with marked seals, and they don't open them again until Election Day.
We test all 86 tabulators that will be going out to all of our polling places on Election Day. So we're testing to make sure that they are not only reading the ballots correctly, but also picking up any errors on the ballots.
It's not too late to register to vote for next month's statewide elections. You have until 5 o'clock on Friday to register in your municipal clerk's office. If you received an absentee ballot, those must be received by 5 o'clock on Thursday. All of the deadlines and information to register you can find at myvote.wi.gov. After more than 30 years with UW-Madison Athletics, Barry Alvarez might be on his way out. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel is reporting the UW athletic director is expected to announce his retirement in the coming weeks. Alvarez took over the Badgers football program in the late 80s. He led the team to 3 Big Ten titles and 3 Rose Bowls. He has served as the school's athletic director since 2006 and had 2 stints as the football team's interim head coach. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 6. Why a new voting law in Georgia may force the state to lose this summer's MLB All-Star Game. And tonight on News 3 Now at 10, Madison libraries will consider next week how they can reopen their doors to the public. Details on their plans. That's tonight at 10.
The Mattress Madness sale at Steinhafels. Get great deals on all the best mattress brands, like a Queen Beauty Rest Silver mattress for the price of a twin, a free box spring with any Dreams Cool Copper or Cool Touch mattress, or buy a purple hybrid and get a free pillow and sheet set. Make your new mattress more affordable with Steinhafels' special 60-month financing and free delivery. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx.
4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Over 10 years ago, we made a promise to redefine everything a truck can be. And while we've made good on that promise by winning back-to-back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year awards. The work is never done.
During Ram Truck Month, hurry in and get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus $4,000 total bonus cash on the 2021 Ram 1500. Visit ram.com and see your local Ram dealer today. You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The president of the NAACP's Atlanta chapter says Georgia's new laws restricting access to voting belong in 1921, not 2021.
It's intended to be to discourage our voters. They have completely changed the way elections are supposed to be run in Georgia, and it is again obstacles, continue to put forth obstacles for people, for the poor, to be able to vote.
Yesterday, President Biden called the state's new voting law a blatant attack on the Constitution, saying it was like Jim Crow in the 21st century. The GOP-backed bill adds new voter ID requirements for absentee voting, limits the number of ballot drop boxes, and gives the state more power over local election boards. The law is in response to unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud by former President Trump, who lost by a slim margin in the state. Major League Baseball might move this year's All-Star game out of Georgia as a result of that new bill. The head of the MLB's Players Association says the union is open to discussing moving the game. The union's executive director says the players are aware of the bill and they plan on speaking with the league about their potential options. People in Milwaukee are standing with the Asian American community amid a rise in hate crimes. A protest took place today in the city as part of a national day of action to end anti-Asian racism. The goal is to promote awareness after last week's shootings at 3 Atlanta area spas. 8 people were killed, including 6 Asian women.
We are here today to stand in solidarity with the Asian community in the midst of the horrific, racist, and misogynistic massacre that took place in Atlanta.
The 21-year-old suspect in that Atlanta shooting has denied the attack was racially motivated, but police say it is still too early to rule out a hate crime. With growing numbers of migrants crossing into the U.S., the issue is heating up as Washington lawmakers head to the southern border to see the conditions at holding facilities. CBS News' Michael George has more.
Senator Ted Cruz posted this video from his visit to a holding facility in Donna, Texas.
All of us today witnessed the Biden cages. What is occurring here on the border is heartbreaking, and it is a tragedy.
The Texas Republican led a delegation of GOP senators to the border on Friday. On Saturday, another congressional delegation toured the El Paso border area.
We must change the narrative as quickly as we can. These are not invaders. They're not terrorists. They are individuals that have come to America from the beginning of time.
During the first official news conference of his administration, President Biden this week defended his handling of the issue and said the migrant influx is seasonal.
It happens every single solitary year. There is a significant increase in the number of people coming to the border in the winter months.
San Diego's mayor and area congressional leaders visited the city's convention center Saturday. The Biden administration will use it as a temporary shelter for about 1,450 girls.
These are children. This is the right thing to do, and San Diegans will always do the right thing. Americans will always do the right thing.
And the administration says it plans to issue a new rule aimed at protecting DACA, which shields some undocumented immigrants brought into the U.S. as children from deportation. Michael George, CBS News.
Texas's Republican Attorney General wants to have the program declared unlawful and gradually terminated. A U.S. District Court judge scheduled a hearing on the DACA case for Tuesday. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, the Wanakee community gets together for an Easter egg hunt like never before. And Gary will tell us if the second half of the weekend will be as dreary as today. He has the latest in your First Warn forecast coming up next.
Where
can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is now approved for more patients with chronic heart failure. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about prescription Entresto.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Easter is just over a week away, and the Wanakee community is getting in the holiday spirit. The village hosted a drive-through Easter bunny event this morning. There was a search for hidden bunnies, goodie bags, and a chance to get your picture taken with the Easter bunny, of course.
Obviously, you don't want to see rain, and you always wonder if people come out, but it has been nonstop since we started at 9 a.m. So the community really did come forward. They wanted to get out once again, and the volunteers that came forward were fantastic. So I think people are looking up and excited for spring.
Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Gary Canalti. Not even rain can stop the Easter bunny.
No, that's for sure. Easter Sunday actually is looking pretty nice at this point, so there's some good news for next weekend. But 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Look for sunny skies to return tomorrow and be around for most of next week, with the exception of Tuesday. Tuesday, I think, will be mainly cloudy. It'll also be breezy every single day. Monday will be downright windy. Thursday and Saturday, perhaps not quite as breezy, but those winds will be shifting direction. When they're out of the south, will warm up. When they're out of the north and northwest, will cool down significantly. And it'll be dry other than a slight chance for a shower Tuesday afternoon. We're looking for mainly dry weather next week. But the temperatures will be yo-yoing up and down depending on which direction the wind's blowing. Tomorrow, the wind's out of the northwest. High temperatures, middle 40s, just below the average high of 49. We jump up to 63 on Monday with winds out of the south. Then the winds start to shift around to the west and northwest. We drop back to 50 on Tuesday. And notice those highs only around 40 for Wednesday and Thursday. Then the winds shift back to the south on Friday. We're back up into the mid-50s. And we're in the lower 60s for Saturday and for Easter Sunday. And then a front drops to our south. The winds shift around to a more northeasterly direction. We're back in the mid-50s for the start of the following week. Rainfall around here really hasn't amounted to very much. Most areas less than 1/4 of an inch. Areas that aren't even shaded anticipated in are probably less than 1/10 of an inch. I measured 19/100ths here at the station. And you can see a few sprinkles of rain, mainly north and east of Madison. A couple of showers in eastern Iowa, also a possibility. So the best chances of showers will be this evening. Farther to the south, you can see some thunderstorms across northwestern Indiana. There's a pretty good temperature contrast across the Midwest, and another big severe weather outbreak possible in the southern part of the United States. Tornado watches for parts of Tennessee, Arkansas, back into northern portions of Mississippi and Alabama. Right now, the area under the gun just north of Memphis. We're looking at high-resolution Doppler radar. This is a significant tornado warning. Tornado observed, in fact, a large and dangerous tornado on the ground near Osceola, Arkansas, just crossing the Mississippi River into western portions of Tennessee. You can see the wind circulation just passing right over Osceola. These storms are racing to the northeast at about 50 to 60 miles per hour, so that makes them very dangerous. Fortunately, we're on the cool side of this system, so we're just getting some light rain, even some snow in the northern portion of the Midwest, but this is all part of the same storm system that's moving through. We've got a little area of low pressure to our west and a cold front to the north and west. It'll drop temperatures back into the mid-40s for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, look for skies to become mostly sunny. It'll be breezy and cool. Notice those winds out of the west and the northwest. That drops the high temperature to 46, but just as quickly, we're back up to 63 on Monday. Tuesday, a cold front comes through, maybe a shower in the afternoon with a high of 50. Chilly for Wednesday and Thursday, back up to the mid-50s for Friday. Easter weekend looking pretty nice right now. Then some shower chances Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday of the following week. Maybe a thunderstorm in there as well.
Not too warm tomorrow, but at least we get some sunshine. Today we have no sunshine.
Yeah, it'll feel a lot better just having the sun around.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Gary.
You're welcome.
Still ahead at 6, the massive ship blocking the Suez Canal is still stuck. The latest on efforts to move it. That's after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It all starts with an invitation to experience Lexus. The Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Get 0% APR financing on the 2021 RX 350 all-wheel drive.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
It's replacement window season, and Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy two, get two free.
Replacing the windows, it made our home more comfortable and more functional.
Buy two, get two free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Jeez.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
It all starts with an invitation to experience Lexus. The Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Lease the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive for $359 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
Well, the Pfizer vaccination in children, just how soon could this become a reality right here in Madison? And Austin will have your Sunday morning forecast. Join us Sunday morning starting at 6:30.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Officials are starting to make progress on moving the giant container ship blocking the Suez Canal, but it's still stuck. The Canal Authority says that today's effort allowed the boat's stern and rudder to move, but they're still not sure when the ship will be able to move again. The 430-yard ship became wedged in the canal on Tuesday, blocking one of the world's busiest waterways. More than 300 other vessels are waiting to pass once the blockage is cleared. The canal blockage is also starting to impact the global economy, especially coffee stockpiles. They have sunk to a 6-year low in the U.S. Experts say the cost of coffee could start to creep up if things don't get better. Consumers could also see price hikes for oil, gas, travel, and even clothing if the blockage isn't cleared up in the coming days. How many of those annoying robocalls do you get a day? Well, believe it or not, they're reportedly declining, but we still got nearly 46 billion robocalls last year. The experts at Consumer Reports explained the easy way that you can block them.
If you're interested in renewing your auto warranty now...
You may not have noticed, but in 2020, there were actually fewer robocalls than in the previous 2 years. That's according to the blocking and tracking service UMail. Why the drop? Improved blocking technology, increased enforcement, and the coronavirus pandemic. Still, Ann Bettinger says she's actively fighting them every day.
It makes me angry that people feel like they can set up a computer and intrude on my life.
To make it stop, Ann decided to get an app called NomoRobo, which claims to block robocalls for $2 a month. Other call blocking apps include Haya, Mr. Number, and RoboKiller. But Consumer Reports says the anti-robocall tools provided by your mobile carrier might be an even better option.
For the most part, consumers don't need to do anything to get these services to work. Calls that are legit will be allowed to ring, and calls that aren't will either be blocked or they'll show up with an alert.
CR says you can also try a more drastic step. Set up your phone to allow calls only from people on your contact list. For iPhones with iOS 13 or later, go to Settings, Phone, then scroll down, tap Silence Unknown Callers, and turn on the feature. For Android, tap the phone icon usually found at the bottom of your home screen. Then at the top right corner of the screen, tap the 3 dots, Settings, Blocked Numbers, then enable Block Calls from Unidentified Callers by tapping the toggle switch on the right.
With this option, you'll have to update your contacts list often to avoid missing important calls.
As for Ann, she'll keep fighting robocalls as long as they keep coming in.
As a senior citizen on a fixed income, I don't need this.
This is Marcy Warren.
Depending on your phone and carrier, Consumer Reports says that you might have to manually activate the call blocking services. They have more advice on their website. Check this out. This dog is settled into his new forever home after getting attention for shoplifting. He's about a year old and named Sisu. He repeatedly broke into a Dollar General in North Carolina and stole that purple unicorn. The store eventually called Animal Services. The responding officer decided to buy the toy for him. Before he was adopted, his information said he knows how to sit, lay, heel, and he loves unicorns from Dollar General. I love that story. Multiple times went in for that unicorn. Looks like he loves it.
Our pets, you know,
they're silly.
Yeah, they have a mind of their own. If they really want to latch onto something, they'll get it. So that dog has persistence, if nothing else. Well, the persistent showers that we had earlier have moved off to the east. Now we're just dealing with the clouds. We got to get rid of them to get some sunshine in here and see a nicer day tomorrow. A few sprinkles, mainly north and east of Madison. Looks like a few more over eastern Iowa. Very light precipitation there. Temperatures range from the 50s down toward the Illinois state line to the lower 40s and upper 30s just to the north of our viewing area. Look for our low tonight of about 33, high tomorrow 46 with more sunshine, up to 63 on Monday. Chilly for the middle part of the week, and then warming up again for Easter weekend.
All right, thanks, Gary. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.